All right, members of the culture. I'm Ra. You are here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Take Five. And for those of you that don't know, Take Five is where I take a particular topic. I take 5 minutes. I talk about it, and then you respond in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know what you would like to talk about next. Sound pretty simple? Sounds simple to me. So, with that being said, guys, there's 24 hours in a day. I'm only asking for 5 minutes. Let's go. All right. So today's Take Five, I want to talk about more say two things. Really a company or two companies, and then my take on it, right? So I want to talk about the fine folks over at Jada Toys. Sure, you've heard about the whole Jada Storm war, and I think a lot of that gets overblown. I don't think those companies are out warring like that. Although I don't necessarily know that we'd have the Storm Street Fighter line at that price point if Jada wasn't there. Maybe we would have, maybe we wouldn't. Who knows? Point is, we got it now. And I've always said that if there is a war, that competition between the two of them, the winners are you and me, us, the consumer, the customers. We're the ones that win, the collectors. We win, right? Because they produce good figures and we get to win, right? Because one company is pushing another, because competition is always a great thing. I said that in one of the previous videos on the channel. Go check it out. But I believe that mantra, the competition brings out the best in each other. So you got a company that's making that Storm, who I think is the best in the game. I love their Mortal Kombat line. Everybody knows that. And then Jada Toys, who came out of nowhere, and they made figures. They made Chester Cheetah. They made Tony the Tiger. They made Count Chocula and Frankenberry and Boo Berry, cereals from my childhood, and they made them awesome, right? And then they went on to Street Fighter, right? And the Street Fighter figures are incredible. You guys know how I feel about those figures. I absolutely love these things. I think they're badass. Um, I think their price points pretty much. Some people say 25, but I might as well say 29, like $30. I think for $30 you can't beat that realistically, unless you're Storm. Like that's the only way you can compete with that. They give you a lot of accessories, good sculpts, good articulation. I mean, look at that bison, man. That is dope right there, folks. But I mean, you get all of this, and I got this for $24.99. That is crazy. I mean, head sculpt, good figure. That you can get figures like this for $25. That's a win where I come from, man. 110%. Um, truth be told, right? There is Sagat with the wraps. You guys know I love this figure, 100%, right? And I can go on and on and on because he's there, and Vega's there, and Guile, and all the rest of these guys are there. DJ, amazing with the real gold chain. Um, but I could go on, but I won't, for the sake of the time, right? So look, that's their figures. I've got Storm, Ken, and Ryu over there. Love them. Got Sagat coming, to Dan, and Charlie. All of those. So I'm all in on both sides, right? But I guess in my Take Five, one thing I want people to understand is you don't have to pick a side. I said this once before. I said competition is great, but I think fans, I've said this in an earlier video too. I can't remember when. I talk so much. But in one of these other videos where I said, it's okay to like more than one thing. You guys know I collect multiple lines. Marvel Legends, Super 7, NECA, uh, Transformers, Mortal Kombat, Premium DNA, Hot Toys. I mean, it's everything. I'm just a collector. I'm here to enjoy that. So it's hard for me to pick a side. I usually don't. I just pick whatever figures I think are cool, what works for me, and what I'm trying to do. And as long as it works for me and what I'm trying to do on my shelf, in my place, in my life, I'm good with it. You don't have to pick a side, is what I'm saying. I think a lot of times people say, "Oh, well, you got Marvel Legends. You can't like McFarlane. He's a bum." Oh, you're a McFarlane shill, because I have DC Multiverse and I do like Todd McFarlane's figures. Love my Spawn line, and I like my DC Multiverse figures, the ones that I have, right? But that doesn't mean that he doesn't make mistakes. I said that before. And that doesn't mean I don't like Marvel Legends. Clearly I do. All right. I refuse to be caught up in this tribalism. And it's going to come out later this week when you guys see me talk on my first inaugural episode of the Take Five podcast, which is, I'm sorry, the Five Count, which is a wrestling podcast where I discuss tribalism between AEW, WWE, and all of that. Same thing with Jada and Storm. You can like both companies. You don't have to pick a side. I'm just trying to say to people, why do we need to do that? Can we not just enjoy life? Can we not just enjoy great figures as collectors and be happy and not be mad at companies and not be mad at one another because we like something and somebody else doesn't? That's what life is about, man. That's what I'm saying. So if you're in a camp like me where you just like collecting the figures, let me know. If you prefer one side or the other, let me know. As you can see, that's my time. I'm passionate about this topic, man. So get into the comments and I'll respond to every one of you, I promise, as I always do. So thank y'all for your time. Till we meet again, please continue to stay tuned. Please continue to stay collecting. And above all, please continue to stay great. Peace, and I will see you the next time we take five.